Robin Grote's speech. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and go.
Not everyone learns the same way. I started with Head Start almost 9 years ago as an assistant teacher. 3 years ago, I became the teacher in my classroom. While observing the children, it is obvious that children learn in different ways. There are currently 7 different learning styles: visual, auditory, physical, verbal, logical, social, and solitary. According to an article written by Concordia University, the most common learning styles are visual, auditory, and physical. I'm going to discuss the main 3 for preschoolers. Let's discuss visual first. There's an old saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and this is true for visual learners. Visual learners will learn information best when presented with pictures, images, and videos. They remember what they see before they remember what they hear. Numbers and letters are easier learned by this type of learner. Visual learners like flashcards and drawing pictures. One thing to remember for a teacher is that visual learners have a hard time listening to instructions without any visual cues. Auditory learning is just the opposite. An auditory learner comprehends verbal instructions the best. Not only are they good listeners, but they also enjoy helping and explaining things to other children. These children are the ones that can teach the class without the teacher. They also enjoy music and will often sing to themselves. These children love being read to and enjoy conversations. Quiet time can be extremely hard for the auditory learner. They do not like to sit silently or work alone. They are also easily distracted by outside noises, and this makes it very hard for them to concentrate. That brings us to physical learners. A physical learner does just that, learns better when physically active. They can't sit still and are often labeled as the fidgeter in the classroom because of them repositioning themselves often or bouncing the leg or tapping a table. This child is often good at puzzles and manipulative toys. This type of learner does not want to sit back and watch or listen, but would rather jump in and try new things in order to learn it. These children like touching and feeling people and objects. Although children may not have just one learning style, they will have a primary way of learning. As a teacher, it is important to know the different styles of learning and how to recognize them in his or her students. When preparing a lesson plan, these different styles should be considered and implemented as often as possible. So next time you see a child struggling in class, sit back and watch, and they will tell you through their actions how they need to be taught. Most often, it will result in the teacher teaching in a different way in order to get through to a child.